𝐻𝐴𝐳.
There's your fifth round. Boatwright and Sullen, 6:15. Carpenter and Camarillo, 6:23. Yates and Wadham, 6:36. And Fleming and Mater. And that's the way it is. And we're going to come back to these high teams here looking awful strong.
Here's our leaders right now in the average. White and Jamison in at 15. We're going to go from the bottom up. Milton and Woodard, Linthicum and Dalian. Walker and Eldridge, and then Pryor and Wilkin in at 11.
Well, when we look at the 10th place, as we roll up in here, is Sayre and Sayre with a 46.29. 9th is Green and Green with a 45.63. Tyler and Beers, 45.42. Hurley and Gates with a 44.39. And McClellan and Howell, a 43.86 in the 6th place position.
Some tough roping here, Bob, as we take a look at number 5. Cowden and Cowden in with a 43.86, and then Eros and Wilkerson with a 42.50. Pickett and Petska are third with a 42.34, and then Bard and Tanazi with a 41.78. Our top team, Pogue and Northcott with a 38.85. Some tough competition.
That it is. And Bob Tallman will be picking up the top 15 down on the floor.
Walt Woodard and Jake Milton, team roping winners in arenas across the USA. They're winners because they do their homework. And at home, Woodard and Milton practice on a steer called Buford, the ultimate roping dummy from Rope-O-Matic. With Rope-O-Matic, you get so much out of a practice session. You practice your slack, practice your dally, keep your horses honest. A switch will shut off the dummy when you catch. You can adjust the time delay for restarting, and you can also adjust the speed. And Buford is always fresh. He's the most valuable steer you'll ever own. For more information, write Rope-O-Matic Systems, Box 357, Marathon, Texas, 79842, or call 915-386-4355.
Steve Northcott with a 3-second lead, something like that, pretty close to that. What's your plan of attack here?
Just go catch another one, I hope. I'm so nervous now, I don't know what I'm going to do.
What do you do when you're nervous?
Just got to overlook it and go rope anyway.
Just think about all those times you made some fast catches and some of the great wins you've had.
Yeah,
Up till now, what are some of the great things that have happened to you in roping and team roping?
I've won the two-back roping twice. I won the national finals once, and I've made the finals twice. I guess that's about it.
Not to mention being in the lead right now for the world standings. Does that mean something to you?
Yeah, it really does.
Is that kind of feeling like there might be a world title coming up here? Is that something you're really working for?
Yeah, I am. I want it.
What would the cash from the BFI do to help out that little program, the world title? Do you need a little traveling money, a little bit, maybe to be able to jump on a jet sometime and make a rodeo you wouldn't otherwise make?
Right, it will do that. It'll thanks your help.
Tell us about your partner, this Charlie Pogue guy. What's he doing?
He's good. He's the best.
Again in 1991, the BFI made the Peppermill Hotel and Casino its Reno headquarters. The BFI staff, contestants, and spectators really enjoyed the fine restaurants, the Islands Buffet, 500 spacious rooms, and acres of outdoor parking. When you're in Reno, we hope you'll stay at the Peppermill as well.
Consistency. That's the name of the game in team roping. Hi, I'm Denny Watkins with the Classic Moneymaker Rope by Classic. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Bob Fice Invitational. It's the best team roping in the world. And speaking of the best, the Classic Moneymaker Rope is just that, the best. Over the past 3 years, the Classic Rope Company has worked hard to make the best nylon polyblend rope in the world. When the Classic Rope Company first got started, they came out with the very first nylon polyblend rope. This particular rope had a natural green color to it. The green reminded us of money, and that's how the rope got its name, the Classic Moneymaker. I would personally like to thank each and every one who use and buy our rope. My students, the dealers, and all the stores throughout the country. Without your support, the Classic Moneymaker rope would not be where it is today. So when you go buy your rope, be sure and ask for the original Classic Moneymaker or our straight nylon, the Classic Gold. On behalf of everyone at Classic and myself, we appreciate your support.
The perfect loop is no accident. It takes practice, skill, and good nylon. You provide the skill and ropes galore, your classic rope outlet will provide the nylon. With a large inventory always on hand, Ropes Galore can fill any need. Look for Judy Gillum at your next major roping event or call 209-847-7111.
For the third year, Bigby's Running Piece Saddlery is proud to provide trophy saddles for the BFI. They say congratulations to Brett Boatwright and Terry Sullen for the fastest time of the entire 1991 BFI with a smoking 5.89. Whether you're looking for a trophy saddle for your roping or a durable quality saddle for your own use, Bigby's understand what team ropers want in saddles. Contact Bigby's Running Piece Saddlery. Ride 304 East Washington, Muscle Shoals, Alabama 35661 or call 205-383-0594.
Setting the standard of quality in bits and leather goods is Dutton & Hill Silver Bits and Tack. Whether you're looking for equipment for the working cowboy or silver show bits, Dutton & Hill have what you want at reasonable prices. From purses and leather goods to cinches and silver bits, Dutton & Hill can deliver. Call or write today for more information and pricing to Dutton & Hill Silver Bit and Tack, 2400 Rio Grande Boulevard Northwest, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104 or call 1-800-962-9242.
Jake Milton, you had a commanding lead here at the Bob Feist until the last round. Tell us what happened.
Well, we drawed a really good steer as the steer that we needed, and he was slow, and I got out really good on him and turned him in my, and Walt got in a little tight on him, pulled off, and the steer kind of left him. He kicked back to him, and his horse thought he was going to kick him all the way back up there, and when he throwed his rope, the horse stepped on the loop and ended up making us miss. So.
Here you go, Jeffrey White and Marty Jameson. This is the number 15 team. Look at them, boys. Now, they came in with a 49.50 on 5. We're looking at a time of 11:30. 11.30. That now times them in with 60. They are 60-80. 6080. Team number 14 is team number 99 in their program, Jake Milton and Walt Woodard. We're at a 49.46 on 5. Up until the 5th round, these boys were never longer than an 8 flat. They were 8:06, 7:29, 7:88, 7:54, and then 3 loop one to be 18 and 69. That's not the Walt Woodard style. Let's not let it happen again. Spin one for him, Jake. Let's make it work again. Here it is. Milton's good. Walter, take a look. Dip and valley. He's in for a pair. We're back in line the way it's supposed to be with the Walt Woodard Heelan style. 6:05. We're looking at a 6:05. That's going to help the average and put the fire in everybody else's pants today. Now we're looking at 55-51. 55-51. We dropped the average by a leg on 6. All right, Murray Linthicum and Rocky Daly. They're 49-13 on 5. They came in only 3/10 ahead, so that's going to leave with about a 6.35. A 6.3 is what they're going to have to be to stay in the race against Milton and Woodard at the last run. You're going to have to be clean and smooth. Anytime somebody slips a leg or breaks a barrier, it's going to be good night, Irene, get back, Loretta, it's over. It'll be history. The teams have to make their perfect runs. The arena couldn't be in any better condition. And you couldn't ask for 15 better suited teams in the way they broke here all morning. Murray Linthicum, Rocky Daly, 49-13. This is team number 51 on your program. Now, boys, 6.3 to be in there. 6.4 is okay. We pay more than the first. Pay more than the first. The longest they were as they fell apart in the last year in the 13.80. They were 8.5, 8.4, 9.6, and an 8.7. That's about as consistent as you can get. Now's the time to pull another 6.3. They haven't roped anything under 8.4 yet. I had an old Jersey Cross looking steer. They're clean. Nope. We're down with the leg. Reds Camarillo and 6.5. 12-18. Well, that doesn't throw you out, but we're looking at 12 and 18 100s. 12-18. Now on the average, they're 61-31. Puts them third at this point, 61-31. Let's go to Ira Walker and Marlo Eldridge. Team number 35 in the program. They're roping 12 high coming in. They had a pair of 13s, a pair of 7s, and a 6-6. The quickest they were today was in the 4th round at 6-6. They can do it again. They've got to do it again to be in there. Help yourself to dinner. He's clean. We're all right, boys. Flag says no problem. We're looking at a 6-62. 6.62 to put them second in the average right now with a 52.02. 55.02. Correct that. They go to the lead on 6. 55.02. All right. Now, boys, we get loose, then we get tight. Bronk Pryor and Carl Wilkin. They were 2 1/10 seconds on the last team. They got 6 to do it in. Why waste the time? They are clean, no problem with that. We're looking at a 6.97. That'll put them second in the round, and a 53.32. Jump to the average. We jerked 2 seconds off of that. 53.32. They had 2.5 seconds to make it work. Here's a team with only 1/10 out of the last team. This is Sayer and Sayer, 46.29. And we're hot again. We're clean. It's not going to get any better than this. You're looking at 3.5 minutes for $50,000. 6.67. 6.67 by 5/100ths of a second now. They're going to jump into the number 2 spot. In the average, they are 52.96. New leaders again, 52.96. Here come the green kids, Danny and Chris, high school and college, all-around champions, and they are clean right behind them. Now we're looking at a time of 7.60/100, 7.60 on an average of 6, a 53.24, 53.24, puts them in the second place spot, is where they should be.
George Aros all day here, just moving up closer and closer to the lead. Cool as a cucumber. How do you do it?
Well, it's not over yet. It's a little bit different on the inside than it is on the out.
Are you even a little bit nervous? You don't seem to be.
Oh, you got to be nervous. Just got to catch one more steer. That's all I got in my mind.
This 3-second lead, you can't worry much about that, I guess, can you?
Just got to catch my steer and hope my healer catches his steer and go from there.
Well, it was the DCI and the money that you and your partner won there that spurred you on to come up here, I guess, and enter this.
Yeah, I entered the roping with what I won at the DCI.
And a lot of these guys are sure going to be there to support you two-back next year, I'll bet.
I hope so. It's getting bigger all the time.
Well, just stay calm, get in there, get the cash.
Thank you, Keith.
Matt Tyler and Mikey Beers.
Or 7.61.
Is it 7.60 is where they are in the round? That was green and green for Chris and Danny. 7.60. So we're going to change that to a 53.23. Correct your average to 53.23. Matt Tyler, Mikey Beers, here you are, coming in the 8th highest team. 8th highest, it's all right, come over here. Mikey gets you 2, and he's waiting to make it work. Well, we're looking at a clean run from Reg Camarillo. We're looking at 8.05. 8.05. He had to wait. Washboard steer to try to rope. You did good, Mikey Sam. You did your thing. 53.47 now. Puts them in 4th in the average. 53.47. They're holding 4th. Bonnie, you can relax now. Denny, you can take a nap. It's going to go from here to Bobby Hurley and Dennis Gates. Now, the birthday boy to come in the 7th highest team to the head end. 44.39. They had a 2nd and a 10th on the last team. But that doesn't mean you can mess around. We've already had 3 runs under 7, 4 runs under 7. Bobby Hurley to the head end. That will fit. Right here, paintball, rope 2. Rope 2 is what he wanted, and we got 5 in the field.
12.62.
We're looking at 12 and 62 100ths. 12.62. Puts them now 57.01. 57.01. The leading team in average with a 52.96 at this time. It's still We're back to Sayer and Sayer. The 53-second runs, I've got 3 of them for second, third, and fourth. Now let's go to Bobby McClellan and Sean Howe. They're the 6th highest team to rope. At 43 seconds, they're 5 seconds away from the leader. From this team on, nobody can slip a leg. Everybody's got to be clean. They've got to be penalty-free, and a hard-running steer is late to get out of there. Bobby got him rope. Ease him off. Yellow Horse gets you 2, and that's what he wanted right there. Sean Howe, that's good. The time is an 8 and 59 100ths. 8:59.
8:54.
Change it. 8:54. 8:54 puts him in the average with a 52.45. Well, we got to correct that. How about a 52.40? And the average correction at a 52.40. Now, that goes to the lead right there. New leaders, 52.40. Here's the Cowden kids, Lyndon and Cody. The 43.53 coming in. Is it going to fit? Did he fish? He got one horn. Where are you going with him? 5th highest team going in. He's got a narrow horn right there. Someplace it's not going to fit. What are they doing? They're looking at him, turned alley in face, flag still holding, and away. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 fine youngsters right there. They have roped Great Cal. All right, I've got 4 teams to go. What's that?
Brown and gray Jimmy.
I've got a brown and gray Jimmy pickup outside. Wait a minute. We'll get to it. We've got George Harris and Brian Wilkerson. Here's your 4th highest team coming in. They were 42.50 in there, clean. We've got a head checks to check. He says it's all right.
8:08.
We're looking at 8:08. 8:08. Now jumps him up, puts him in the average with a 50.
58.
And 58. 58. So we go to the lead with another one. 5058. Now D. Pickett and Mojo Pesta. Monty Joe gets you 2. D. Make it work on the first one. Team number 30 in the program. 3rd highest team to rope. We have not broken the barrier as of yet. We've had 1 slip away. And we're in business right here. The last 3 teams to go. Now these 3 teams are separated. The total separation is 2.5 seconds. Now is when you rope steers to be the best. D. Pickett, Monty Joe Petska, make it clean and make it pretty. We are clean and no penalties.
67.
We are looking at 8 and 67 100ths. 8:67.
51:01.
We're looking at 51:01. That'll jump them in now for the number 2 spot. 51:01 for second. First is still, we're looking at George Ayers, Myron Wilkerson, holding at a 50.58. Now, Travis Bard and Brett Tanazi. They're 41.78. They actually have a second to play with. Behind Pickett, behind Ayers. We'll see what they can do with it. Boys, you need 1 and 7. That'll take all pressure off on them if you can do it. Makes the rest of them sweat with 1 team to go. You're looking at a total time of a 7:86. This is where the pressure comes. 7:86.
49.
We've now got a new leader under 50 with a 49.64. Travis Bard, Brett Tanazi. They're in there. 49.64. Let's go now to Charlie Pogue and Steve Northcott. They come in here with a 1.5 to 2 seconds at 38.85. Long run, pace. Still that guy playing in. 1 team with 1 leg. Charlie, great. Stephen, wonderful. 7.69 is where they put him. That's going to get him some go-round money. And ladies and gentlemen, with nearly 3 1/10 of a second, the lead that they had, they kept. They roped like champions from the first round out. We are talking about 46.54. 46.54. I don't have to tell you anymore. Stephen, Charlie, come on back over here. The last team, the high team, the leading team, staying to the lead. And this is the way the rules are supposed to be written for the team open. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wanted to give anybody a standing ovation in a team open, now'd be the time to do it. These 2 young men deserve a big one. Rip the roof off this place and tell them about it.
An excellent roping. Winners of the short round, Jake Milton and Walt Woodard with a 605. They take home $1,800 to split. Ira Walker and Marlo Eldridge are second with a 662. As we look at the average, first place, of course, went to Charles Pogue and Steve Northcott with a 46.54 on 6. Travis Bard and Brett Tanazi are second with a 49.64. George Eros and Byron Wilkerson take third with a 50.58. Fourth place is Dee Pickett and Monty 𝐓𝐴𝐶𝐞𝐫𝐞 with a 51.01. Bob McClelland and Sean Howell are fifth with a 52.40. And the kids, Bry and Kyan Sayer from Arizona with a 52.96.
We're here with the 1991 BFI winners, Charles Pogue, Steve Northcott, couple smiling cowboys. Did it go pretty good?
I guess as good as it could go, just about, bro.
Now, we come from the bottom up, the top 15 teams, and these guys were putting pressure on you. How many? There was about 5 or 6 sixes there in those top 15 teams. You did have a 2-second edge on them, and Charles went down a little ways. What'd you think, Steve, when you come around the corner?
Well, I just come around there and said, hell, I got to catch him.
Did you think that 2 seconds was going to give you a little edge there?
Yeah, it did going into the last one. We probably had to be 10 or so on the last one, and we were 7 something, I think.
How'd you draw during the roping, Charles?
We drew good. We had one steer that ran on pretty hard, and other than that, we drew really good.
Yeah, it was kind of a dream to win the BFI here.
It was. I've been here 5 or 6 times, and it's the greatest roping in the world, and I've never won a whole lot. I've won a little bit, but I finally roped good once.
How many years have you and Steve roped together?
We started about this time last year. Right after this roping, we started roping last year.
It paid off, Steve?
Yeah, it has. Quite a bit.
All right. Well, each of you over $50,000 richer, and we're going to split that up between each of you there, but that's okay. You got these new Charmac trailers, the beautiful saddles here from our good friends, Mr. Bigby and the gang, and your sleepers, the whole works, the gift buckles. I don't know. It'll take you a while to gather up all these awards, I think.
Yeah, but we'll probably figure out some way to do it.
Think you'll enter back next year?
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right. Well, that's it. Your 1991 winners of the BFI, Charles Pogue, Steve Northcott. And we hope we'll see them back here in 1992 in Reno. Well, here we are. Second place, not quite first, but we did pretty good. How about it?
Oh, I'll take second any day to roping like this. You do a great job of putting it on for us.
Well, thank you. Travis Bard and Brett Tanazi. Brett, you've been here how many years now?
Oh, about 10 years, and I've had a couple chances for this before, and it didn't come through.
All right. How about your header here?
Well, we just started roping about a month ago, and I've been real proud of him. He's done real good. I think it's going to work out real well.
We came into high teams. Nobody was missing a thing, giving you an ounce. What about it, Travis?
Oh, they put the pressure on us. We had to come in and make a run. In a way, it's better in a short round like that. It doesn't let you let up, and it really worked in our favor, I think.
What were your thoughts when you went in the box for that last deer, or before? Let's say 5 minutes before when you were setting out back.
Oh, I was just trying to kind of ignore the situation and just basically we were just kind of having a good time and not worrying about what we were roping up against.
Who is our new young roper here?
Oh, her name is Talia. It's my little daughter, 10 months old.
10 months old. Well, this is going to buy a lot of Huggies, buddy. You want a big check, a lot of money. Congratulations to both of you. I appreciate it very much. You better hold on to Talia, and maybe we can get first place next year, huh?
All right, I love it.
Well, George Eros and Brian Wilkerson, one more time. I think the last time we were together was about 3 months ago at the Desert Classic Invitational. These guys won second place. They turned around, handed me a check right there for $2,000 and says, put us down on the BFI. We'll be there. We're going to win some more. Good week, huh?
Great week, Bob. I'm now even probably from all the other BFIs that I haven't placed in, so I can start from scratch now.
All right. Well, that's George Eros, the great two-back roping. And here, Byron Wilkerson, how about it? One more time.
Well, it felt great. At least this time I didn't rope a leg.
What do you think about George's theory in this winner-take-all deal? I mean, you've won a second and a third with him the last 3 months. You've accumulated about $25,000, $30,000.
Well, we might convince him to pay more monies.
It won't work.
It's going to be a winner-take-all always a two-back. That's the way they run it there. But for the BFI, we pay 6 monies. They won third here. Big win. What was your total winnings?
Oh, we had ourselves in the Calcutta. It paid $10,200, $11,500 for second, or for third.
You're going to do all right. It'll get you gas back to Texas or Arizona. We'll go here in New Mexico. We're going to be right yet. We'll somewhere down the southwest.
Yes, sir. It's going to get us home.
I'm like Willard Scott. I just keep rambling on. Eventually the right thing comes out. Well, congratulations, guys. Hope to see you back here next year. If you want to give me a check now for $2,000, we'll put you down for $92. Okay.